And Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott.
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Starboard.
Scott Starboard.
Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the baseline, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mass. Hands high, cheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words spill out, whipped up, honeyed and milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Put on the spaghetti yeti. Let's see. I hope it's right. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. Let's see. I gotta wait 16 seconds. Struggle streams. Why do I have to have struggle streams? I gotta wait and see. Oh, we good.
Let's see. I hope it's
We are good. Shush, big mouth. I'm trying to do a show. I'm yelling at myself. Thank you so much for being here. I am a mess, and this is the Scott Starboard Show. Oh my God! Listen, oh God, I'm gonna do this whole intro again. That's okay. You would think I'd know, do it a second time. I like my first take better, but you didn't hear it. I actually included the secrets of life, but you didn't hear it. I'm Scott Starboard, the Scott Starboard Show. Thank you so much for being here. I apologize a trillion billion times for being late. Not only was there a stupid car crash with all the traffic that there was anyways, I'm driving, right? This is what I was doing. You guys are like, what the hell is he doing? I'm driving. I'm like, all right, I guess I can go on 605. That'll be all right. And then I'm driving. I'm like, well, I'm not even driving. I'm parked in the highway. And I'm like, all right, 610. I can go on 610. And I'm like, all right, 6:15. I get home, I'm like rushing, trying to do my thing. My wife, love you, honey, helped me out, setting things up. I got a brand new setup. I don't know if you can tell. I am in 4K, baby. We good to go. Look how juicy. Alex is looking all chilling right here. I don't like this. I gotta switch this around. Let me just do a little something real quick. Yeah, I've been busting my hump working on this thing for the past almost 2 days. I'm like, poop, shave, shower, do all my thing. I just say that, whatever. It's a stupid expression. And I'm like, shit, like there's still stuff. Like I spent 8 hours yesterday setting this whole thing up. I'm like, let me see if I can flip it. Is this? Oh, back, baby! One more step away. All right, so like I was saying when you couldn't hear it. By the way, I get the chat. The live chat is right here. I still get this because, I'm just used to it. But look at the beautiful chat. Now I know who's here. I kind of, in a way, it's like, I feel like I'm peaking. Now I know everything. No, but it's going to be a good deal. It's a great deal. I'm still using OBS just because all my stuff's basically on there and I know how to get it all done. But I did install StreamYard. Oh, yeah. And you know why? I was planning on doing it tomorrow. I got to text Alex and tell him I can't do it tomorrow. I probably could, but I just don't want to, just this right now. I have a whole brand new setup, so I just want to make sure. But the great news is, hopefully on Wednesday, the king, the one and only, Prime Time 99 will be up in the mix. A real guest, live and in color, straight to your cell phone, laptop, computer, or TV. My cousins watch me on an outdoor TV. Like it's a projection on a big blow-up screen. I'm gigantic. On the big screen, I'm huge. I'm a monster. All right, let's go. I am so sorry I'm late. Like I said, traffic on the highway, and then a stupid car accident. I'm like, are you absolutely kidding me right now? I couldn't believe it. I could not. I'm like so excited to get here, test out all the new goodies, all my new toys I got going on. Big, giant. I wish I could show you, but if I move the camera, God forbid, if it shuts off on me or something like that. I mean, you can probably see it, right? It looks like way better. Look at this. On my screen, this handsome devil right here is in super high def. I don't know. It's amazing. And on the laptop, I set it for, I don't know if anybody will really know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe you will. Hopefully you will. It kind of scans through your system and it's like, all right, 30 FPS, 30 frames per second is your ideal streaming refresh rate or whatever. I was like, okay, that sounds good. I popped this on and it's like 60. Would you like to go higher? I'm like, no, 60 good. 60 is real good. I'll take 60. So that's what we got going on, guys. Hopefully, I mean, listen, as far as stories, I'm going to talk LA Riots. Everybody's talking LA Riots. I saved a bunch of stuff on Twitter. We'll go through it, have some fun. By the way, like you guys already know, this feels like I'm in a brand new studio to me. I don't know about how it looks to y'all, but to me, this shit's incredible. But I'm still getting used to it. And I got this little thing right here. I gotta try to figure that out. I'm not gonna be one of these cornballs. No offense to all the people out there who use them. I don't want to be super corny and like do sound effects and shit. That's like mad cheesy. That's like 2007 for God's sakes. I don't know. Some people do it and they get away with it and it's cool and shit. That ain't my bag, baby. It's not my bag, baby. I'm a little lost in Powers. Haven't seen that movie in 15 years. So, Rusty, let's go. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Before I almost clicked on my Twitter stuff to get to there. Before I do, I gotta get to the chat. What am I doing? I'm all out of whack here. Let's go. The very first person I should say, on the list is my man, Bob Cook. Thank you, Bob Cook. I love you so much. You know that. He said, Mr. Starboard, I'm sleeping, but I gave you a thumbing earlier. Thumbing. Bob, love you. Listen, I know the feeling, brother. Sometimes, even in my truck, I'll text my boss and say, hey, I can't keep my friggin' eyes open. I'm taking a 20-minute siesta over here. And he's like, all right, be safe. I'm like, thank you. Sometimes I come home and I just want to crash out. So, Bob, you know I love you. Thank you so much for all your support all the time and for thumbing me. That didn't sound right. Morgan Elizabeth, let's go! Oh my God, 9:15. That's bedtime. I know. Believe me, I know. You guys know the deal, right? I mean, I shouldn't have to say it, but why not? It's part of the gimmick now. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's it. Hopefully Friday. One of these weeks I'll do Fridays. And Monday is free for all Monday. Free for all Monday. We'll talk about whatever the hell there is. There's LA Riots. There's Simone Biles. There is extreme peace in the world. Once again, Sam Hyde has brought extreme peace to the world. So we'll check some of that stuff out. But Daniel Graham's in here. Thank you so much. I know I almost forgot. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we are always tailgating. Priming for prime time. Who's so told? Sean, SD, Sackbiter's like, you should say priming for prime time. And I'm like, you know what? I like it. I like it a lot. Let's do it. So, wait, Daniel Graham said, I'm sitting here at jury duty, ready to party. That's my man. Listen, always be happy no matter where you are, okay? You're like Tom Cruise hanging off a helicopter for dear life. And, you know, the pilot's like, are you all right? And just make some wisecrack joke. You know what I mean? Why? Even if you happen to slip and you go down, it's like, that was the funniest line. Like, this dude's still cracking jokes before. You know what I mean? Always be partying, man. I don't care if it's at jury duty, jail, school, work, wherever you is. Always be enjoying your life. Morgan said, I never get called for jury duty. I think I'd love it. I wish I got called for the Karen Reed trial. Oh my God, I wish that would happen. I'm in the wrong county. I'm in the wrong county. It's in Norfolk, even though it's Norfolk. That's how we says it around here. We say Norfolk County. But I would love to. I've been called for jury duty I don't know how many times. My last boss, shout out Tom, you know I love you to pieces. He actually had a little connection somewhere. I don't want to say, get anybody in trouble. But usually I have to show up, and I'm like, and they give you a whole little survey, and they're like, could you be unbiased? Do you know anybody in the that they mention off all the names of the people? And I'm like, yeah, like 3 or 4 of them people sound familiar. I think that one dude I used to party with, I think we used to do drugs back in the day or something. And they're like, what? Okay, Judge, we'll get rid of this one. It's like, bye! See? But now, that was when I was younger. Nowadays, I'm like, I actually want to do that shit. I shouldn't have talked shit. They probably have my name on some kind of list. Like Alex said, a little Schindler's List somewhere. That was the funniest shit. We'll check that out too, if for anybody who doesn't know what that little nasty, dirty joke means. It's a funny joke though. Daniel Graham, side note, I had to drive around the effing riots last night. Was driving family home from Disneyland, and we get the emergency alert of unlawful assembly in downtown LA, which we have to drive through. Oh my God. Glad y'all are safe, Morgan's glad y'all are safe. Oh, Bob Cook, okay, I'm still awake. There we go. I know Bob saw 9:15. He's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm going to bed, bro. Listen, I don't understand why it's doing that. Last night, it was actually super cute. I kind of wish you guys would see it. My wife and my daughter, but especially my daughter, was sitting here with me, and I was just getting everything ready for today. Obviously, didn't quite get there, but I did enough to get me here right now. No, but all silliness aside, I was streaming for I think it was 5 hours. It was it's an unlisted one. I think you could have still went to my channel and caught caught it because usually I do it in private. And for some reason, it wouldn't let me into my own stream. Like, what the hell are you talking about? But I don't know. Yeah, so Daniel Graham says, saw tons of emergency vehicles as we approach the I-5-101 split. That's a very famous highway intersection. And some small fries on the side of the highway. Small fries. I think I'm hungry. Something wrong with me. LA is like Mad Max under our leadership here. Bro, we are going to get all up in that tonight. Gavin Newsom needs to go. How on earth... I will talk about it later. Let me just finish this up. How on earth can anybody in LA, rational-minded Republicans, almost rational-minded people in the middle, and even crackpot moonbat leftists, how can any of them be like, yeah, LA riots are cool? Listen, I remember the old school LA riots, like the one like Sublime talks about. There was a riot on the streets, tell me where were you? Well, you was sitting at home watching your TV. I was parked in some beatings and some anarchy. First stop we hit it was that liquor store. I finally got all that alcohol I can't afford. That's the shit. It makes you want to, like, come on, bro. Don't make rioting sound fun. And then he's like, where the hell do you think I got this guitar that you're hearing today? Hey! Shit's pimp. But, LA's been rioting forever. They rioted years ago. One year they had a UFO in the sky in LA. And everybody shooting at it. Why do you think there's no aliens? This was like in the 50s or 40s or 30s or 60s or something like that. I know the picture I seen was like black and white. There's a big UFO. Did you guys ever hear? It's like the battle over Los Angeles. Like, what on earth? You idiots! Not you, Daniel Graham. You're the only person I know personally. I've known like 3 people that lived in LA. They all moved. You're the only one. So now you're the 4th one. You're the only one I know that's remained in LA. 2 of those other 3 people were born and raised there, and they got the hell out. But yeah, LA is just bonkers. Right now, they are, I wouldn't even say losing their minds. I mean, good people like Daniel Graham are the only reason that LA isn't literally rubble. It's bad. Daniel Graham said, Morgan, Elizabeth, jury duty is so damn boring. I'd rather get a medical procedure. At least I'd have drugs. Believe me. I know many people that have been stuck on juries, and if it's not like a cool, like a Karen Reed jury, or like a Johnny Depp, I'd love to be stuck in the Johnny Depp jury. But if it's not something like that, you're sitting there listening, to nonsense. It sucks. Ugh. But I don't know. I'd like to be on a cool jury. Everybody, I think, wants to be on a cool jury. Who am I shitting? Wait. Alright. That's okay. You guys are doing crosstalk. I just want to catch up a little bit because I'm sure. Archivist. Thank you. So is this live in 2 hours? No. It is live right now. Thank you so much for being here. Sean SD Sackfighter. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. Thank you for being here, brother. Any minute now. Oh, shit. I got to catch up. The Unknown Turtle, you will notice, is a moderator. I love ya. Look, I'm afraid to even say something. Daniel Graham Scott, no, we can't hear you, brother. Oh, I am way behind. Thomas Gilson, let's go. Oh, my God, I am way behind. There you go. Yep, so they caught me there. I need a siesta, right? For real. Everyone give Scott a good thumbing, no titty. Thank you. Connor McAnus. I gave a thick thumbing. Thank you for going extra deep and thick with the thumbing today. I appreciate it. Airplane Willie, let's go, brother. How you doing? I'm glad you're back, Morgan. I was pissed off asking where you were, and he was. You can go back and look. Airplane Willie was. He asked like 10 times in like 2 shows, like, where is she? So where's Morgan? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't communicated with her. I don't know where she is. I'm like, I know she's fine. She's with Dylan. So I'm sure she's just probably working, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, we were all worried. Alex was like, Morgan, where the hell you been? Alex was doing one of his like running streams or whatever, jogging stream. I can't think of it. Walk and talk stream or something like that. And he saw Morgan in the chat. It was so cool. He's like, where you been? And Morgan's like, I can't, take 2 days off. Everybody freaking out. And we're like, yeah, we are freaking out. Where were you? LA not too old. LOL ain't too old. Morgan Elizabeth Scorched Earth? Hell yeah. Wait, Sean said, we used to do Zimmy Zams behind the grocery store. Jesus. I gotta, Alex tried to, I know. He would never, he loves Paige. We love Paige. Paige is awesome, people. Alright, I think I'm caught up. I think I am cotton up. Let's go. I don't know. Does it look different? Let me see. I got a phone. I'm like wondering what it looks like. Let me just see. Wow, I look smooth. I look like Ellen DeGeneres with one of those, or like, what's her name? Fuck Ellen DeGeneres. This other one's. She was one of the. She is in E.T. What the hell's wrong? Drew Barrymore. You see the Drew Barrymore show? It's like I've never like actually watched it. I've only seen clips, but I know they got that filter that makes you look all nice. It's like the filter. All right, so as we normally do, I'm gonna get this. I used to say a different word, but I'm gonna say big face. Give him a big, soft Drew Barrymore face. Yeah, I wish. Down here. Oh, it worked! I'm so excited! The little things. It's the little things in life, people. Alright. That's my second story. I don't want to bore you guys too much. I just want to say this real quick. I'm kind of skipping to my third story, but Alex Stein and Paige, look at these two. First of all, look at these two. Come on, how do I do it here? Whoops, nope, that's not you. Get out of there. Look at these two. Look at that! Whoops, I'm over here. This is the cutest, absolute cutest picture of these two. I can't tell you how much I love this picture of them. I just saw this while I was in traffic freaking out, and I'm not even joking. I was like, having anxiety and stress. I'm like, you gotta be kidding, I need to get home. And I'm looking through Twitter, finding all the stories I can before the show, and I'm like, oh yeah, Alex went to Austin last night, where the first chat rap meetup was at the freaking club there. What the hell is it called? I just saw it too. Oh my god, Morgan, what's it called? Vulcan, the Vulcan, right? And we've been there, so I know this place. We know this place pretty good. And I don't know. This picture evolved. Like I saw this one. I was like, oh, it's a big smile. Oh, you can't see it that good on here. Big smile for this one. I was like, my man's in them. Who? And then I saw this one. I was like, oh shoot. I'm like, Bronx Bert's there. Too bad Alex B wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy, Alex B. But that's okay. That's okay. Alex B can't be all places at all times. Was he there? Maybe he was there. I don't know. I haven't found out. And I was like, yo! This dude right here, I can't remember his damn name. My brain goes blank for some reason in front of this thing. This dude is one of the best up-and-coming stand-up comics. Besides our boy WB, this dude's crushing it right now. And I'm like, yo, look at these two. And then I was like, oh my god, that's the sweetest thing. Next thing I know, I forget I'm stuck in traffic and I'm super late for the show. So thank you, Alex. But no, Alex was up there at the Vulcan on famous 6th Street in Austin, Texas, for some MDE Extreme Peace. It used to be World Peace when it was on Adult Swim or whatever the hell it was on. Was on? Yeah, Comedy Central, right? And they had to change it. They wouldn't let him buy back the name, so he's like, fine, I'll just call it Extreme Peace. And now the world is full of not just peace, but extreme peace. Thanks to this man right here. Two kings, chilling. All right, so let's get to some stories. I tried to stuff all of the LA Noir stuff. Look at that's what me and Bob Cook and Morgan Elizabeth were right now. We're like, it's just a weird pause. That's all. That's the $1 million straight. Free Joe Exotic. Why is everything funky? I know why, because it's a brand new system that we will get used to. Why is it doing this? There we go. We back. We good. Free Joe Exotic. I know a lot of people out there are like, hell no. But I'm telling you, the other stuff that you think he did, I don't know if he did it or not. But I know the shit they charge him with ain't real. So that's why you gotta free our boy right here. Which side am I at? Am I flipped again? Oh, I didn't fix that one. I'll fix it in just one uno momento. Por favor. I don't want you to see that right now. All right, let's start with this one, shall we? Look at this nonsense. Should I click on it?
We should organize together.
Listen to this shit.
We don't agree with the term illegal.
All right, real quick. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of this stuff today. I won't be on it too much, but I'm like, get them all out. Tara Bull, I don't follow her or anything. She's kind of one of those people. It's like, I remember when Tara Bull first kind of started, she got like, I literally remember when she was like, I got my first 20,000, 25,000 subscribers. Everybody, let's follow each other. She was doing follow trains, and she was like, we need to stand up and fight, blah, blah, blah. And then what do you know? She went and unfollowed everybody, like, as time went on. That's why I'm like, whatever. You see all my shit? I don't want to switch it. I follow so many people from those back in those Trump train days. I don't unfollow them. I followed you. What am I? It's like, unless you like really piss me off, you're some phony baloney. What the fuck? I said I'd follow you. Why wouldn't I keep following you? You know what I mean? But yeah, she's one of those types. In my opinion, sorry, that's just the way it be. But she said, illegal immigrant says they were here long before we were. He wants to change our capitalist system into a more humane socialist one. Get these chuckaluckas out of here. All right, let's watch this. Yeah, this will be a good spot.
We're undocumented. We've been here for thousands of years before you guys showed up, screwed up everything. We think we should organize together with the U.S. working class and fight together and create a better system. We're anti-capitalist. We think socialism does work.
Oh my God. First of all, let me tell you something there, Pumpkin Pie. You weren't here, buddy. See, the Aztecs didn't talk like this. They didn't make a Hidoy. No, they didn't make a Hidoy. That was the conquistadors, Chakalaga. You sound more like this, like almost like Indian, Native American, man. Aztecs were cool as shit. And then you don't blame us, big muchacha. You can go blame the conquistadors who kicked your ass. And then you have the Alamo and the Americans kicked your ass. You don't belong. Get the fuck out of here, big boy.
Real socialism, not Venezuela, not Cuba, not any of that crap that they try to sell us as socialism. Yeah. And we believe it would be a more humane system that will take care of most of all people's necessities.
Lazy bum. You're a lazy bum. At least the Aztecs built shit. The conquistadors would literally show up with, like, I don't even know what, like less than 100 people and take out, 150,000 people. So they worked hard. The Aztecs worked hard. Look at all the damn pyramids and shit. They built more miles of road than I think even Romans did. I don't know. I might be off. But it was close. What's your lazy ass doing? Did I ever tell you guys a story when I lived in Vegas many, many moons ago? They didn't have alcohol on Sundays. So even though you could go to a casino and shit, but no bars were open, right? And a friend of mine, she said, oh, we can just go to the reservation. I'm like, that sounds good. And I used to drink, back then. It wasn't like a complete drunk, but, young dude drinking up, partying hardy all the time. So we're driving into the reservation. It took a minute to get there. We get to the reservation. It kind of looks like the Simpsons Sneed and Feed thing. If you know what that is, then you know what that is. Like an old, like minor town type of like storefront or bar, and it has like wooden porch outside, and there was about 6 people, but there was 2 guys both sitting in rocking chairs drinking Aquanet. I shit you, absolutely not. I said, what, do they have no cups around here? And my friend that was with me, she's like, no, honey, they drink hairspray. She's like, it gets them all jammed up. They love it. I'm like, they drink hairspray? I'm like, get the fuck out. I can't believe. We had to go into that store, but we couldn't park. We had to go park. And came out, talked to the Indian reservation sort of cop. I don't know. So we go up, and I'm like, bro, that tastes good? And he's like, it tastes like, it's great, man. It gets you all fucked up, too, bro. That's literally. I'm like, how are you an Indian? And the guy next to him's like, I just sip every once in a while. Like, and he sounded like a real Indian. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I found out there was like, it's an Indian reservation, and they let, Whitey up in there to buy shit. But it's like all the tribes around the area go to that Vegas one. Hopi, and there was a Hopi Indian was the one who was like, oh, I don't really drink it that much. And he sounded like a straight up, authentic Native American Indian. God almighty, YouTube, don't ban me. And that's just the truth. So you got Cerveza over here, and you got the real Indian man. I am real Indian.
Is there a country we can look to kind of model the...
It is not Indian. It is Native American. I just realized. Oops!
Socialism idea?
The only model would be Soviet Union the first 4 years. After that, it became a mess.
Yeah, because, dickhead, that's what happens. That's what the Soviet Union was like they based. Oh, yeah, it was real great. Yeah, you know what it is? Oh, what the hell was I saying? The Iron Lady there, the Queen of England, whatever the hell she was, Margaret Thatcher, said it best. Socialism works until you run out of other people's money. Oh, the Soviet Union was doing so good for the first 4 years, man. And then, I don't know what happened. They fucked it up. You lazy bum. Lazy Bo Basie over here. Yo, Truth is Unbreakable's up in here. Tampa Terry's up in this motherfucker. Let's go. Oh, my God. The Vulcan, thank you. Dylan says hi. Dylan, what's good? Oh, my God. Thank you guys so much for being here. He's watching with me for once. Thank you, Dylan. You can turn your phone off and put it on mute. Give me an extra view. I'm only playing. I'm playing. Scott Starboard and Alex Stein are rugged as hell. Tampa Terry, you are rugged as hell, brother. You know I love you, dude. Yes, it was Adult Swim. I thought so. SD, Adult Swim is Cartoon Network, not Comedy Central. I do it all the time. I mix those up all of the stinking time. I don't know why. So Adult Swim is Cartoon Network, not Comedy Central. I don't know. Something like that. I remember when MTV was in the mix with those two. And they had like Eon Flux. And they had some good shit. Free Joe Exotic, yes. Thomas Gilson. If he had as many pricks coming out of him as he had going in, he'd be a porcupine. Yes! Truth is unbreakable! Truth said that guy missed out on the audition for the Three Amigos. I don't know. I think he was probably one of the little kids in the Three Amigos. And he was like, are you going to stay and take care of us? And Steve Martin's like, no, son, we're leaving. And then this guy's like, fuck that I want socialism. Piece of garbage over here. How's everyone doing this crazy day? We're trying, baby. I'm trying, girl. I am trying. Thomas Gilson, Mexican, Indian, Morgan, Sophisticated. Thomas Gilson, Aquanet made a great flamethrower back in the day. It still does, my friend. I don't have Aquanet, but I get some kind of hairspray deal. I see a spider I don't like, and it's like, good night. See ya. I love that shit. Airplane Willie. Oh yeah, Thomas Gilson. I was the dummy, lacquering my arm and lighting it on fire at parties. And I am dumb. I am dumb. And I was even dumber than... Brother, I am with you. Believe me, we did all types of shit. Remember the weird flamethrower loser? Like, lit a bunch of, like, Jewish people on fire, kids and shit? That stupid idiot the other day. I was trying to say... I think it was Alex's chat. I forget. Maybe it was in Bubba's. I don't remember. But I'm like... I don't know what he had in those things. Because the... most flammable shit that me and my friends used to play with when we were younger, whatever, I guess it's play with, was Bacardi 151. But, like, if you threw the thing, it would light and then kind of go out. Like, it wouldn't stay. It wouldn't stay on. So he's got to have something. But, like, it looked like alcohol. It didn't look like liquor. Liquor usually has, like, some kind of mist to it. And if you shake, like, he's sitting there, like, talking and shaking them. Alcohol would have some kind of bubbles, I don't know. But that's just what they tell me. That Mexican villain shown on your screen should be traded with Joe Exotic or Joe Exotic's husband, Jorge. I'll also accept that trade. All right, let's finish this Jorge guy.
Sadly, there was a bureaucrat leadership that grew out of that. But it has to do mainly with the attacks on the U.S. and all big powers against that system that was working. In the few years that it lasted, it showed the world that it could do much better than capitalism.
No, dickhead. It showed the world... It showed the world exactly what I just said. It showed the world that socialism, communism, nothing on the leftism works. It all fails. Oh, look. All right, so you guys all know, right? With the left and the Democrats. And, I say, people get mad. They're like, both sides suck. You can always find a Republican who's actually belongs to the Democrat Party, who's in the Democrat Party. You will never, ever find a... wait, did I say it the other opposite way? You can always find, Democrats in the Republican Party. You will never find Republicans in the Democrat Party. You'll never do it. Real Republicans, you will never find them. They, first of all, don't have a home there. Number one, because of the abortion issue. I mean, you gotta be a pretty, listen, I know many girls who had abortions in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, okay? I don't personally knock them. Like, if some chick's, on TikTok bragging, oh, I'm pregnant, I can't wait to get an abortion. Yeah, I'm going to shit on you because the girls that I know still feel shame to this day. You know what I mean? It was, a terrible choice. They were young, didn't know what they were doing, blah, blah, blah. And that's between them and God, to be honest with you. If it wasn't an option, then they wouldn't have taken it. And feminism's been kicking our ass for all these years, telling people, oh, it's not a baby, it's just a clump of cells. Like, anything to lie. You know what I mean? To be honest, I wasn't really against abortion. Like, even, like I said, I've always been on the right. I used to think, like, well, it's before, like, I didn't really, no, I was still young, by the way, but I didn't really think about it, didn't know. And most people do, especially young girls, panicking, like, this dude isn't even going to be with me. I don't even know, if he comes from good stock at home or not. This, he was playing a guitar on stage, he was hot as shit. This dude's, I ain't going to have a baby with this loser, I don't know who he is. And that's why you have to make better choices in life. It forces you to make better choices if that's not on the table. I totally went on a crazy rant there. Whoops. But yeah, you'll never ever find a real Republican, a real right-winger in the Democrat Party. But you can always find left-wingers in the Republican Party. You know why? Because money talks and rhinos walk. That's why. When they get that money from whoever it is, Soros, China, whoever will pay them, they will take that money and they will vote the opposite way. It's just ridiculous. Rainey's in here! Rainey! Rainey, let's go! I'm somewhere in North Carolina. Me and my wife were literally just talking about moving to either North or South Carolina. Just, kind of dreaming, little daydreaming. We just can't move right now, that's all. Alright, now look at this shit. Look at this shit. Now, I know I've been giving Elon Musk a ton of shit for messing with my boy Trump. And yes, normally I'd be like, what? I'm not following? But no, I unfollowed him. Maybe he'll do something cool again later, but as of this moment, hell's no. Hells to the no! Maybe I should shrink this a little bit. I don't know why you guys can't see that. And then I'll take this, and I shove it a bing. And I can move it up a little bit. It's still not showing that good. Rainy. I think Thomas Gilson was here. Morgan was definitely here. Truth's Unbreakable might have not have been here. I don't think Tampa T was here. I don't know if Sean was here. I got a brand new computer. If this is all a brand new setup, I'm still trying to, like, the 3 months worth of, tweaking and stuff, I had to try and do in 8 hours last night and a little bit today before the show. That's why I was late. Not to mention the stupid traffic that is just going to plague me all summer long. All summer long! So look at this shit. Like Elon said, this is not okay. Dickhead, he's standing on a cop car. I believe this is a cop car, or it's one of those self-drivings. And he's like, Elon says, burning this shit. Gavin Newsom has no problem waving the Mexicano flag. Get him out! Get him out! I don't care if this guy is a citizen. You're a traitor now. I'm not even playing. Get him out! Get them all out. Get every last stinking one of these bums out. Donald Trump. Yeah, you guys can see that good. Governor Gavin Newsom and Mayor Carol Baskin should apologize to the people of Los Angeles for the absolutely horrible job that they have done. And this now includes the ongoing LA riots. These are not protesters. They are troublemakers and insurrectionists. Remember, no masks? No masks. Oh, I got a devil on my face. Yeah, thanks a lot. So, yay. If you love Mexico, it's right down the road, buddy. If that's where you want to live, nobody here is stopping your punk ass. Get to stepping, pal. I think this is it, right? Yeah, I'm back. Dan, who's back? Alright, right? Back again. No. There we go. All right, let's see what Madame Ruby see. All right, so ready? I just saved this. I kind of just, whatever. Breaking a full Marine battalion of around 500 Marines. Not National Guard, baby. Real Marines based out of 29 Palms in California have been mobilized to respond to the protests in LA. Sources tell me and Halberts, Pete Hegseth had put them on prepare to deploy orders over the weekend. Let's go! I said, these Democrats, can you see? Oh, no, there it is. These Democrats had zero problems using the military against actual U.S. citizens on January 6th. And they had them, all the military people lined up. Fences all over the place, ready in D.C. for months. I think it was like over a year, actually, but I just said months because I know it was months. Trump is doing what the majority of the American people elected him to do. Deport 20 million of them. We want our houses back. There's a house my wife and I, we look at all the time, and we want to buy it. And it's like, I don't know, probably close to $400,000 more than it should be. And we look over the other day, and she's like, look who's living in there. Mexican flag, all illegal immigrants. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. How can they afford to live there? They clearly got a bunch of whatever. Welcome to being illegal in America. Here's, I don't know, $100,000 and they pay for the closing costs? How'd you move in? If we can't, well, I guess we could afford it, but then we'd be chasing out. I couldn't do this. I'd have to take a second job. My wife would have to take a second, third, fourth, fifth job. And these people are all hanging out. All they were missing was the can of hairspray. Getting freebies. $800,000. It was a little over $800,000. Look at this beautiful, beautiful thing. Luke Rudkowski. I always say Rudowski. Our buddy Luke. He said, looks like the Marines will be sent in now to LA. Let's go. Food riot in progress. You guys remember The Running Man. Who loves you? And who do you love? Killian. Yes. Boom. Later. Get the shit on the road. Get them out. All right, Laura Loomer. I know a lot of people hate her. Alex likes her. Any friend of Alex is a friend of mine. Sorry, that's just the way it goes. And I like Loomer. She does a lot of good. I know, Kino Casino. I know I can hear the both of you right now wanting to kill me. Josh Moon, mad at the internet. Please don't be mad. Listen, all I'm doing is reading the thing. Wow. Rioters wearing Palestinian keffiyehs are propelling bricks at police officers and ICE agents through the windows of their SUVs. This is an attempted murder. It is. A brick to the back of your head can kill you. Yeah. Shattered glass can cut your face and kill you. It could hit your neck. I've been in car accidents, other dummies driving. I don't get in accidents. I'm good like that. Knock on wood or air or nothing, I don't even need to. You just gotta, I don't know. I love driving. But I've been in car accidents like this one dude, Tim. Idiot. And his little bubble car. And we're all packed in like idiots. We were young. It's like literally fits like maybe 4 people comfortably. And we had to have at least 9, 7, 8, 9 people in there. This idiot just takes a left. Bang! Head on. Glass all over the place. One of my best friends in the world, Brandon, had a big chunk stuck in his head. And by the way, I don't know what compelled him to either, right? We're all clown carring it, you know what I mean? He was resting his head on the window, and for some reason he looked up, he's like, dude, what are you doing? Boom! right then. He's so low. And I don't know why I had my hand like up here on the, like the whatever. And the dry cleaning rack or whatever it's called. I just had my finger on it, just holding it up. And I don't know what. God, somebody was there. Because my hand and my arm blocked him from boom. I hit the car, hit the kabang, and my hand hit the front of the car. I didn't break nothing, thank God, but he had glass stuck in his head. A friend of mine, she's up front. She had cuts all over her. Now just imagine, some dude's chucking a brick and you're not ready for it. Boom, glass. I mean, it could kill you, but nobody wants scars all over them either. Like, dude, get the hell out of here. You don't throw bricks at people. One brick thrower. All right, they're going to ruin my gimmick here. I'm trying to show you this damn video. It's not even that long. 13 seconds.
Holy, they're throwing bricks at the police.
Nailed it.
Holy, they're throwing bricks at the police.
Dude, every single one of them who threw bricks should be in federal court for attempted murder. That's how you stop this shit. I mean, there's many other ways, but you can bet your ass, when George Soros goes to pay a few of these dumbasses, they'll be like, yeah, there were like 17 to 28 people who are in federal prison right now. No bail. And they were on attempted murder charges. I don't think that $200 protested and brick throwing event you want me to go to, Mr. Soros, is worth my life. A lot of these idiots will probably do it for free, but you know what I mean. I love I can check the chat. It's right here. That is a G.I. Joe. Hello. Hey, Adam Wiley. Oh my God, thank you so much for being here. Adam Wiley. Look at this. Speaking of which, speaking of the man, right here. Can you guys see it good? Let me make sure. I don't know why this is all wonky on me today. Alright, that's better. Burning lithium car batteries are known to the state of California to cause cancer. Listen, look at this is the one with the dude with the goofy thing holding up the Mexican flag there. Democrats. What day is today? Asked Pooh. It's the day. Whoops! It's the day we burn this mother effer to the ground. Speaks Piglet. I don't. My favorite. What the hell's wrong with people? I don't even know if that was funny. I never liked this. I never got into Winnie the Pooh. Do you guys like Winnie the Pooh? If you do, it's cool. I just never liked it. I don't know. My kids get tons of Winnie the Pooh book. Well, at least they did when they were little kids and shit. All right, here's the last video of this whole deal. Libs of Chicago. Yeah, get a real name, buddy. See, I don't like that. Why is that like that? I'm gonna have to get used to this. We'll get used to it. We'll work it out. All right, boop. Hey, get over here. I just did something. All right. A man in LA attempted to block the mounted police by lighting a fire across the projected path of a horse. This freaked out the horses, and a couple of them stomped his ass out. What this dude isn't telling you is that these douchebags... Is it in this one? Alright, we'll do this one first. This is what a lot of people thought at first. If I do... No. What if I do this? And then I scroll up. That's a little bit, alright? A little something. Ta-da! Alright, good. What's this young man have to say for himself? No audio, huh? What the... There's no audio? So, I guess I'll be the audio guy. Look at, see, so they lit a big long fire. Right? Scare the shit out of the horses. Now the horses are freaking out. And people are like, Oh, if you could only see the comments, they're nasty. People like, ACAB also stands for horses and police dogs, too. It's like, dude, anybody who wants to harm an animal, you are just not worthy of living with the rest of us. Sorry! Make asylums great again! If you think it's cool to... I don't even care. Listen, I don't... Sometimes it annoys me, like, oh, this police dog is considered a human, a real cop. Not in my book. But he's, never hurt, an animal. Unless you really have to. Dogs biting the crap out of you, you got my permission, you know what I mean? But I said, these artards shot fireworks off at horses. And the horses got spooked. So these libtards blame the cops, not their fellow rioters. Watch this. I'm going to click on this one. Watch, just before we look at the video, watch this. Yeah, he poured gasoline around the horses. Oh, man, my thing is all wonky. I'll figure it out. We'll get it going. This isn't law enforcement. It's state-sanctioned brutality. What happened in Los Angeles is exactly what happens when cruelty is authorized from the top. Peaceful protesters are being assaulted, not because they're dangerous, but because this regime rewards violence. Dude, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Everybody knows for the last 90 years, leftists are the violent ones, and they get away with it. See, even though, we have a bunch of, red states, even if they all have red states and red governors and blah, 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 the state senate and you name it, when if a right-winger or right-wingers do a violent protest like Democrats, we get in trouble. See, we wouldn't really want to do it anyways because we're pieces of shit. But if we do it, we get in trouble. Democrats, when they riot and, unpeacefully protest, they get away with it in Democrat cities. So, but just watch this. Did it kind of just ruin it? Oh, there's no fucking sound. So they like this shit. Oh, no, this isn't the one. This is the one. Here we go. Look at this. I don't know if you guys seen this already, but when I saw it...
Continue to support peaceful protests and enforce the law when criminal acts occur. The LAPD remains focused on its core mission to protect lives, safeguard constitutional rights, and serve every neighborhood in Los Angeles with integrity. Let me open it up now for any questions you might have or any points that we can clarify.
Whack 'em. Stomp 'em. Shouldn't be there anyway, you piece of shit.
Safety protections officers here. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, if I don't know what basis they used to make that decision, but if that was based on our continue to support peaceful protests and enforce the law.
Continue to support peaceful protests. No. Listen, a peaceful protest is done during the day and the afternoon, and once the evening comes, bye. Sorry, there's no. I mean, if you want to do like a midnight vigil for like a missing person or something like that, that's fine. You're all supposed to sit there and pray while you're holding candles and crying because somebody's missing. That's the only time. Like, anybody out there throwing bricks, it's not a peaceful protest. Sorry, that dude messed it up for you. Get the horses. Yeah! Time to stomp some suckers. That's what I say. Get this guy the hell out of here. What are you doing? They're stomping with horses. What were you doing out there? Peacefully protesting. I was just lighting fires, shooting off fireworks at innocent animals. And throwing bricks at cops, dude. We were looking peaceful, bro. No, you weren't. Bunch of dirty bums. All right, let's get into something else, shall we? So, let me read the chat. I'm terrible with the chat. Hey, can you check with your chat monitor if we'll ever see the Vegas footage? Airplane Willie. Veronica, Ronnie, she messaged me saying, hey, what's the ETA on that video? Abel wants to know. Matthew Adams has asked me. Babu, I've been asked by so many people. I asked Alex 3 times already for video and pics and videos that he has. I asked him 3 times. I'm not going to keep on badgering him and asking him. I need the videos from Alex. I got almost everybody else's videos. So, and here's the thing. I don't have any pictures of me and Alex. I'm only in Alex's phone. That's it. And then there was 2 videos that he did that nobody else has, that only he has. And I think it started with Morgan. Then I came over. And then I think it was Bad Buddhist. Yeah, Matthew Adams was there. Then it was Bad Buddhist. And somebody else came up afterwards. It was super funny. It was great. Only Alex has that video. Like, I need those pics and videos from Alex. Honestly, it won't be too hard. It will take me probably a couple hours. But I already have, the format and everything set up. But I'm trying, brother. I really am. Always forget the emojis. Add that to the last line. Make wood chippers great again. Yes. Sean, yeah. Doomy's up in the house. Peaceful, bro. Antifa needs to be brought to justice as terrorists. Bro, it's easy. I mean, really? They should be done. Big E! Big E! Let's go! Big E, my man! Let's go. Thank you so much for being here. Sean said, black guy is shaking his head at you right now. I know, right? This dude's like, man, this white dude don't know what he turned and burnt. All right, let's see what these fools.
This past week, an Olympic champion, Simone Biles, said, I look like a man. Let's unpack this. Brief background on me. Outspoken Christian, outspoken conservative, outspoken Trump supporter, outspoken advocate for keeping men out of women's sports, which is just about the least controversial take on the entire planet. But because of that take, Simone Biles posted this on X. Like, literally out of the blue. I'm going to assume that she said I looked like a man because I'm relatively muscular. I'm not overly tall. I'm 5'5", which maybe seems like a giant to someone who's 4'8", but I'm assuming it's because I have muscles. This was crazy to me coming from her. Number one, because I've admired her for so long. She is the best of the best in her sport, bar none. But secondly, this came from a woman who's experienced so much scrutiny because of her muscular stature. It didn't take me long to find this video of Simone Biles.
I'm Simone Biles, and I love my body. It helps with gymnastics, and it teaches younger girls to love their bodies as well. I got made fun of for my arms a lot. Some people would say mean things. They used to call me a soldier. At the time, it didn't make me feel the best, so I wore sweaters or jackets all year long. To body shamers, let me see. But I feel like if you love your body, then that's all you can do, so it doesn't matter what anybody else says. So I think they have to learn to follow along themselves. And I think it's out of jealousy.
Crazy she's been a part of all of these body positivity campaigns and even explicitly sent a message to body shamers and then body shame me. So I have a question for Athleta, one of Simone Biles' sponsors, who claim they sponsored
first of all,
her.
this thing's going to go on forever. Anybody with 2 eyeballs knows that Riley Gaines is pretty and Simone Biles is not. Simone Biles is not pretty. And with her nasty rhetoric, she's even more not pretty. Simone Biles, I'd leave the S off for savings. Everybody knows what bile is, right? Sometimes you throw up bile. Sometimes it comes flying out the other end. That's what I think of this chick. I've never liked her. I've heard Bubba this morning, Bubba the Love Sponge is like, oh, I loved her, blah, blah, she's great. She's married to somebody that was on the Packers, Green Bay Packers. I don't know. But I've I've seen some of her routines, like clips of them. Yeah, they all look the same to me, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoy all that stuff. I'm super athletic. At least I was super athletic before I was 31. Once I hit 31, no. But seriously, I don't think I'm sure she's super good. I haven't seen her videos in a while. Simone Biles, but She was a handsome girl. Wasn't attractive. And by the way, who gives a shit? I don't really give a shit. I want my Olympic athletes to win. I don't care if you're a smoke show or you're a dumpster fire. Doesn't matter to me. Win. That's all you got to do. And all I know about Simone Biles, she's a quitter. She quit. She quit on her team and on her country, and she's selfish. That's all. And nobody gives a shit about Simone Biles. So what does she do is come out and attack Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines' name has been in the news a lot lately. That's all it is. And look at this. Oh no, it was Nancy Mace put this out. It says, funny, how the past comes back around. 2017, Simone Biles was right. If only 2025 Simone would take her own advice. Protect women's sports. Hell yeah. Look at, the good thing, guys don't compete against girls, or he'd take all the gold medals. Yeah, look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. You look gross. Look like that thing from Beetlejuice when they... But I don't even care. I'm being a wise ass. I don't care if she looks good or not, to be honest with you. It's looking rough. But anyway, and that's supposed to be the winning of the super stance. Looking terrible, girl. Who you talking smack about? But it's just funny. She knows. Everybody knows. Anybody with half a brain knows. Like I've said on here 150 billion times. If there is no difference in gender and you can just switch and swap whenever you want, why haven't there been one biological girl to go into men's sports and dominate? It's only the other way around. Are we really this dumb? Are we really this dumb? It's absolutely ridiculous. So, for those who don't know, so you don't have to go looking for it. I'll show it to you real quick. Man, why is this giving me such a hard time today? Here we go. I can scroll this way, but I'm not following her. No mistake. I'm not following this chick. All right, Riley Gaines, you're truly sick. All of this campaigning because you lost a race. Straight up sore loser. I don't know. I'm just thinking she pronounces her R's. I don't know where she's from. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports. Maybe a transgender category in all sports. But instead you bully them. One thing's for sure is no one in sports is safe with yous around. Oh, and you know what it really is? Riley Gaines has been in the news for all different types of stuff in the last month. She was at the White House, blah, blah, blah. She's always all over the place, right? Nobody cares about bile. Nobody wants to talk about bile. You puking up bile, you keep that shit to your damn self. Nobody wants bile. She can go walk 100 miles. I'm done with that chick. She is straight up trash. She's gonna later. I know how this works. Her PR people are like, say something, go against Riley Gaines and stick up for transgenders. They'll put you in the next Star Wars movie, right? So that's what she's doing. And then I don't know, 15 years down the road, she's gonna be like, oh, my biggest regret was getting in that fight with Riley Gaines. I should have never did that. That's not like me. Fuck you. You're owning this for the rest of your stupid life. By the way, Riley Gaines isn't mad because she lost a race. She's mad because she lost 27 races and got knocked off the leaderboards. She was third place and then got bopped down to fourth or something like that in the big standings. Or she was second and got bopped down to third. I was listening to Bubba this morning. It was kind of driving me a little crazy because not a lot of people remember this shit. It did stop. She finally had enough with the one race that she lost. And yeah, she was in fourth place. She finished in fourth place. She would have been in third place. That's a medal. you get a medal. You get to go to the nationals or the states or the worldwide, whatever it is. So, and guess what? I don't care if there's 25 racers and she came in 25th. What's his face don't belong there. You're a dude. Go race dudes. I'm done, people. How can people be so stupid? All right, let me see what I'm missing here. Oh, shoot, there's a lot of stuff. Daniel Graham, sorry to be away. I'm back. I'm out of jury duty. Party time. Let's go. All right. Maybe Morgan can pry it out of him. I asked Paige, too. Paige is trying. Listen, Alex is a busy dude. I get it. But I am kind of, getting a little antsy. I'm with you, believe me. When you're Airplane Willie, you're like probably between people in my, real life, my kids asked, my wife asked, one of my buddies at work asked, I think my mom asked, now you just asked, about 5 or 6 people online asked. I want to finish it too. What I have so far, it's amazing. And all I need is those videos and pics. Come on, Alex. We're gonna have Alex on the show probably Wednesday. I'm narrowing down for Wednesday. Live and uncut, baby, right here on the show. I'm gonna try and get him, in his studio before he goes on. Probably not going to be able to have like a long format interview, but Alex said he wants to pop on at least once a week, maybe twice a week, just to check in. So we'll have plenty of time to ask him. I'll ask him about it though. Whether it's yeah, I was gonna say we'll do it tomorrow, but I'm still working out the bugs. Like I said, any new people that just sort of came in before I said earlier, I got a whole brand new computer system. This shit is flying off the handles over here. But I had to redo everything, so it's a little bit of a pain, but we'll get there. Hypocrites be hypocriting. Do me, you ain't lying. Big E said now he plays for the Bears. I thought it was someone, retired or just not in the league anymore. Really? So he's still active. Wow, that's interesting. Big E's talking about Simone Biles' husband. Truth's Unbreakable. Simone is nicknamed the GOAT for a reason. Her latest stint proves she's completing another ritual. She is married to an NFL player who was on the Packers. Now he's on the, like Big E said, he's on the Bears. More like Simone Boyle. Oh, Sean SD. Truce, I'm glad you're out of jury duty to Daniel. Airplane Willie, professional athletes should get fined by the governing body for making political statements. I don't know if she's still in professional sports, but I'm down. I'm with you. I mean, I do think that people should be able to have a voice, but if you're in a league, just shut the hell up until you're out of the league, right? John Rocker, I'm loving everything he's doing, but when he was in the league doing it, I do remember having like sort of a negative feeling about it. He wasn't wrong. Everything John Rocker was saying about going on the subway in New York, and it's just gross. And he's like, there's immigrants everywhere. It's just not America. And he wasn't wrong. But it did kind of make him look like a dick back then. Because nobody wants to hit, like, I just want my athletes to athlete, Even if they agree with me, it's just like, it kind of doesn't look good, bro. Just wait till you retire. But yeah, like, Truth and Breakable said, facts. I'm agreeing with you. If you are in a professional sport, just don't talk shit. And if you do talk shit, you get booted. That's all. And it'll help everything too, because there's a lot of like professional athletes that get paid from like by Kamala Harris to go out and campaign for her, and they don't want to do that shit. They probably are voting for Trump, for God's sakes, and they're like, my manager and everybody's telling me to do it. It's a $1 million check I'm getting, and who knows how long sports will last and blah blah blah. It's like, That, I mean, I wouldn't do it. I ain't even lying. If somebody was like, we'll give you $1 million to, maybe I would take it, to $1 million to endorse Kamala. I'd probably take it and I'd be sarcastic. You know what I mean? I'd pull an Alex Stein and be like, she's the best, look at her. I've gotten so rich off of gambling on transgenders and women's sports. Something. As long as they don't take that $1 million back, I'll be fine. Do me. This is libtardation on a high level. You're not lying, Doomy. It's bad. Big E, when I played in Canada, they told us not to talk about Prime Minister Sheridan? Sheridan. Prime Minister Sheridan. We would be fine. Exactly, Big E. I mean, bro, I remember, Tom Brady's the GOAT. My favorite player of all time is on my team. Donald Trump, my, favorite president of all time. When he opened his locker and he had the Make America Great Again hat, I ain't gonna lie, I was excited. But I'm not gonna lie about this either. The next week or 2 or 3, that's all they talked about up here. They're all lefties in the crappy sports talk show media world in Boston. And they were just, it was negative. And I was like, yeah, he should have hid that better or something. Don't show him you know what I mean? It's just like Airplane Willie was talking about. It's better just don't say shit. You're there to work. This is your job. Like at my job, I don't come on here putting any, signage from my work. I try to look, I guess, a little different, but, I would never talk about my work. And while I'm at work, I've had tons of customers. Like, eventually you get to know them so well that I can have an open discussion with them. But that's a very long time. Most people, they'll be like, oh, that Trump, oh, I can't stand what he does. He's terrible. You know how racist he is? And he's kicking all these people out. You know what I heard? He's kicking out Americans. No, real, regular ones, like white ones, like you. It's like, bitch, you're whiter than me. But I just say, really? Okay, well, ma'am, I need to move that fence and take at least 2 posts out so I can bring this heavy machinery back there. Oh, but I'm not done. And that J.D. Vance is a bad man. It's like, I don't say shit. Believe me, I want to be like, Granny, you're an idiot. You know what I mean? But I just, keep my mouth shut. I'm working. I'm at work. It's just, it's not professional. As bad as I want to do it. Truth said, I'm glad that Riley stood her ground. Me too. Simone is full of it and is promoting the trans sports narrative, but she would change her tune real quick if males competed in women's gymnastics. Oh, yes, she would. It's right here. She said it her damn self. This is not a flattering picture, by the way. SD said Riley was also probably mad with the grown, intact man changing in the same locker room. Yeah! Oh, shoot, what the heck happened? Not even traded, we would be fired. Right! Not even traded, be fired! Big E, can you tell us what sport you played? Or if you want to keep that private, that's up to you. You know me, I'd never do that to you. Doomy said, I hope Alberta separates so Quebec can too. You ain't lying, Doomy. Doomy is our Canadian correspondent, by the way, if you don't know. Doomy's up in Canada, trapped up in there. Doomy, I hated these winters. Listen, my brother went up there a bunch of times way back in the day when, just like all the strip clubs and stuff, and the beers is a higher alcohol percentage count. My brother told me all these cool things up there. I've never been up there. Closest I've been, it's probably Detroit, somewhere around that area. I don't know. I've been up to Maine. That's close, but you'd still be in the woods for another 400 or 500 miles. The other side of Detroit, the other side of the Great Lake is where Jim and Pam got married. My brain, why can't I think on here? My brain gets broken. And by the way, speaking of celebrities, Bad Bonus is in here. Let's go. Bad Bonus gave me his pics and videos for the Chat Rap Meetup video. Hello, Alex Stein. M Sensei. What's good? I get to listen live after work. There you go. Oh, I love you, brother. What time is it? I've just been blabbing and blabbing. See, this is the problem. I just see what's wrong. The clock on my computer says 4:47. So that's the problem. Because for those of you who didn't know, I set the whole stream up. I put the time on there, and it says 9:15 at night. Bob Cook's like, bro, I got to go to bed, man. I would never, ever, ever go... I would never stream when Alex is on or Doc Match Steve. And probably not when Bubba's on either. M Sensei, what's good? I would take that $1 million and do as much as Beyonce did. Yeah, maybe I'd be smart. The righteous man inside of me is like, hell no. But then I'm like, the smarter guy in the back of my brain is like, hey, stupid. Take the $1 million and just go out there and sing a song. Wear Beyonce's uniform or something. I don't know. Get that money, fool. That's why I'm broke. Airplane Willie, you don't represent your company. You work for making political statements. It sounds insane. And it is. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. What did I miss? I played for the CFL for 2 years. Only made the practice, so don't own me nothing, bro. That's amazing. Dude, the CFL, holy shit. Doug Flutie, a Massachusetts icon, a state treasure, if you will. He played in the CFL. I wonder if he was there when you were, because he played for a long-ass time. He was in the NFL, got drafted. I think they wanted to make him a backup, so he said, fuck it, I'll go to the CFL. Made a little bit more money, but he really wanted to play. Doug Flutie is one of the sweetest people you will ever meet in your life. I've met him probably 5 or 6 times. I bet you he'd probably even remember my name. I really do. It's just like him and Bobby Orr. Just amazing people. I've met Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr knows my name. Not like me and Bobby are buddies. But I've done a bunch of work on his property, and Bobby is one of the type of people that if he had my address, he'd probably just send me, along with 10,000 other people, like a Christmas card every year. Bobby was just that kind of person, and Doug Flutie's that way too. But Doug went from getting drafted in the NFL, I forget what team he was on. I think he played for either 1 season or 1.5 seasons. They were going to make him a backup or trade him. Somebody was going to make a backup. So he's like, fuck you, went to the CFL. I started watching CFL games just because of Doug Flutie. I was like, this is great. This is freaking out. Like, it's just almost just as good as the NFL. I mean, there was some, there's a little bit different play calling and shit like that. But for the most part, the talent, in my opinion, was still there. Don't, Airplane Willie, don't sell yourself short. Do you know how many people could only wish to be on the practice squad? This guy right here. I wanted to be a wide receiver. I'm probably too short. Definitely too short nowadays. But they always would make me a safety in high school, and I was like, damn it. But safety's fun because you get to smash people and you get to intercept and get touchdown. Oh man, I missed that shit. Do me. The nature is beautiful though. Hunting and fishing in Canada is a great experience. Dude, Canada is beautiful, bro. Don't get any of us wrong. It's just a crappy lefty people and the garbage ass government. That's the only problem with Canada. And it being really, really cold in the winter, but you get used to it. Just like people go down to Florida and it's like, it's only 105? Shit, this ain't nothing. You get used to it no matter where you go. You get acclimated. Dogman Steve, let's go! Dogman said, bro, what the fuck? Your stream is scheduled for 9:30, so I'm live now. You live right now? Are you really, you stinker? I can't tell if he's joking or not. Yes, go to his channel. Oh, ships. Alright, guys. I'm going to get off here. DMS, I'd never go while you're going, brother. It was just a little... I just got a new computer, so I had to redo everything. There's still tons left to do, but I'm almost there. I'm going to get out of here. It's 10 minutes to 8. That's that time. And DMS is on, so we going to my boy... let's even go over here. Where is DMS? Damn, bro, you think I'd really go on at 9 something when you're going on? Come on, homie. You know me better than that. Why do when I click this, it goes away? All right, here we go. Oh, look it. It's dueling. We got dueling streams. Repost it out. All right. So, now that I know DMS can hear me, real quick, you didn't need to get off, bro. No, why? Of course I do! I was going to get off anyway. I was kind of hoping and waiting for you to come in the stream. I was just blindsided. Never! I love you to pieces. I don't know why. Now I think I know why, because the computer, I didn't set up the local time. Because I was saying earlier to Bob Cook at the beginning of the whole stream, I'm like, bro! He's like, yeah... I'm going to bed, dude. There you go, you stream at 9 something. I'd never go. You know the deal. You know our setup. I'm going on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then you got Alex Time, prime time on right after that. And then we follow up at the after party at Dogman Steve's house. That's the deal. All right, guys. Please, everybody, get your tookuses over to my man. Oh, boy. Dogman Steve's stream right now. I'm going over there. I'll be in the chat. We'll be having a good old time. Big E said DMS's stream is Scottster. Yes, that's cool. DMS can catch the end of the stream where I hopefully send all you beautiful, wonderful people right over there. Yeah, I don't know why that. I think I know why I did it, but hopefully I won't do it again. I love every last one of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not tomorrow, but the day after that, we're going to have Steiny on live on the show with me. And as always, no matter what, you always got to go to Dogman Steve. He's the only one out of the three of us who streams 5 days a week. So, and he's always there. It's a nice warm blanket to go home to. It's your home. Go to your home. Dogman Steve is your home. I love you guys. I'll see you guys over at Dogman Steve's, but I'll be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. and we'll do the whole thing all over again. It happens all over again. It's like the sun. Every day. We come back every time. All right, get over to Steve's. I love you guys so much. Thank you all. I'll see you guys in Dogman Steve's chat right now. Get over there right now. Go.